Hello everyone, I'm Aratrika Bhaumik and I welcome you all to another episode of Courts Today on LiveLaw, where we update you about all the important legal developments that took place across the country today. We will begin with developments from the Supreme Court of India and then move on to High Courts and other subordinate courts. If you like our content, please do not forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's begin. Today, the bench led by CJI D.Y. Chandrachud directed two applications, one filed by activist Gautam Navlakha and another to be filed during the course of the day by the National Investigating Agency to be listed tomorrow before the bench led by Justice K.M. Joseph. Last week, the Supreme Court had allowed Navlakha's request to be placed under house arrest in consideration of his medical condition. However, the special INA court at Mumbai yesterday refused to pass orders to execute the house arrest of Navlakha after the NIA objected to the location of the house chosen by Navlakha. Today, while hearing counsels on the Amazon Future Group dispute, the Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, expressed concern that the Future Group, that is Senior Advocate Mr. K.V. Vishwanathan's client, was trying to defeat the order of the Supreme Court of India and was intending to stall the proceedings before the Singapore Arbitral Tribunal. The CJI today told Mr. Vishwanathan, and I quote here, "The intention of your client is to defeat the arbitration. Your client is stultifying the order of the apex court. As the CJI, I am concerned all ploys by well-heeled parties to delay the arbitration proceeding. Your client is trying to be too clever by half." Senior Advocate Mr. Gopal Subramaniam, appearing on behalf of Amazon, informed the Supreme Court bench comprising CJI D.Y. Chandrachud, Justice Hema Kohli and Justice J.B. Pardiwala that the Future Group is trying to stall the arbitral proceedings. After hearing the concerned counsels on behalf of both the parties, the CJI assured Mr. Subramaniam that the apex court would see to it that the arbitration proceedings is not stultified. The Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, today agreed to list a plea challenging the present collegium system for appointment of judges of the Supreme Court of India as well as the High Courts. The petition, in essence, seeks a new mechanism for judges' appointment. The matter today was mentioned before a Supreme Court bench comprising CJI D.Y. Chandrachud, Justice Hema Kohli and Justice J.B. Pardiwala. The Uttar Pradesh government today told the Supreme Court of India that it is taking endeavours to adopt the Gujarat model for the judicial infrastructure in the state. Additional Advocate General of UP, Garima Prasad, told a Supreme Court bench comprising Justices M.R. Shah and M.M. Sundaresh that a team of government officials visited the court complexes at Ahmedabad, Vadodara, etc. and were impressed by the infrastructure facilities. "Everybody is impressed with Gujarat," Justice M.R. Shah today responded, adding that we personally monitored. The Supreme Court bench was considering a matter in which it had taken up the issue relating to judicial infrastructure and pendency of cases in the state of Uttar Pradesh. The bench took up this issue after taking note of the huge arrears of commercial and arbitration disputes in the state while hearing a civil appeal. The Supreme Court of India has postponed the hearing of the petition challenging the delimitation exercise carried out for redrawing the Legislative Assembly and the Lok Sabha constituencies in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir to November 29th, after hearing the submission of the Solicitor General of India, Tushar Mehta, who requested for some more time to file additional documents in this particular matter. A Supreme Court bench of Justices S.K. Kaul and A.S. Oka ordered that the additional documents be filed within a week's time and accordingly posted the matter for further hearing on November 29th. The Supreme Court, in exercise of powers under Article 142 of the Constitution, has directed the Indian Air Force to consider 32 women Short Service Commission officers in the present batch of appeals who were released from service between the time period December 2006 and December 2009 and were not considered for grant of permanent commission, for grant of one-time pensionary benefits, deeming that they have completed 20 years of service. This particular relief was granted following the logic applied by the Supreme Court in its judgment titled Secretary, Ministry of Defence versus Babita Punia. A Delhi court today denied bail to Aam Aadmi Party leader Satyendar Jain in a money laundering case. Special Judge Vikas Dhul of Rouse Avenue Courts pronounced the order today. The court also denied bail to co-accused persons Ankush Jain and Vaibhav Jain. The case was pertinently transferred for hearing before Special Judge Vikas Dhul after the probe agency moved a plea seeking transfer of the proceedings which were earlier pending before Special Judge Gitanjali Goel. Jain was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate on May 30th this year and is currently under judicial custody. A Varanasi court today dismissed an application of the Anjuman Masjid Committee which manages the Gyanvapi Mosque in Varanasi, filed under Order 7 Rule 11 of the CPC, challenging the maintainability of a title suit praying to hand over the possession of the Gyanvapi Mosque premises to Lord Vishveshwar Virajman. The fast-track court of the Civil Judge Senior Division, Mahendra Kumar Pandey, posted the case for further hearing on December 2nd this year. The Allahabad High Court has dismissed a plea questioning the continuance of Yogi Adityanath as the Chief Minister of the state of Uttar Pradesh. The High Court also imposed Rs 11,000 costs on the petitioner for filing a misconceived and frivolous petition. The High Court bench of Justice Attu Rahman Masoodi and Justice Om Prakash Shukla also slammed the petitioner for filing the instant petition despite the fact that an identical petition filed by him was dismissed by the court as withdrawn in August this year. Thank you. Keep watching Courts Today on LiveLaw for more such updates. See you tomorrow.